Both shoulders were near the mat as well. Another ranked man coming out for the Hoosiers. Number 26, Derek Gilcher, redshirt senior from Novi, Michigan. 10-4 on the season, 1-2 in duels. Facing off against Ceasar Garza, the redshirt sophomore from Oakdale, California. Garza 4-2 in duels, 11-7 overall. With so much turnover from last season there, Garza's looked to as one of the leaders on this team.
Garza and Remy Cotton, yeah. And this is going to be a brawl. Derek Gilcher is a guy who comes, I mentioned it in the opening, from perennial powerhouse here in Michigan, Detroit Catholic Central. Under Coach Mitch Hancock, Anthony Biondo. We talked about Lowell earlier as we saw the Lowell versus Dundee match here prior to the Michigan State duel as Dundee picked up a win over Lowell. But Derek Gilcher, trained by some of the best in the state, looking to get to a high crotch. Ceasar Garza got poked in the left eye.
See the pain from there. Never feels good. You mentioned the Lowell match, Eric. Interestingly enough, there's a little connection between the Big Ten Plus crew and that match. Our producer, Olivia Kolinsky, the best man at her father's wedding, was the coach for Lowell. Little inside connection between those two.
A little inside connection. The Lowell coach, his brother was my roommate in college.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, small world.
Seems Lowell has infiltrated its way into this Big Ten Plus crew.
Garza looking for that outside single with his left hand. And these guys are wrestling in the center, and that's what the referees, the fans, the coaches want to see, is these guys utilize all of the mat as Ceasar Garza circles to his right, able to sneak his hip away. Derek Gilcher again with a high crotch outside shot. Garza doing a good job of making sure he keeps Derek Gilcher's head right in between his chest, right in the middle.
This is Garza's 5th time now facing off against the Hoosiers, sitting 1-3 overall in the 4 before this one. Gilcher coming off a ranked victory, a 2-1 decision over, at the time, the 25th ranked Brody Bauman of Purdue, the Boilermakers.
Snap down for Gilcher. Brought Ceasar Garza to his knees. And now Garza has to get Gilcher down to the mat. Right now he's posting off that right hand. He has to make sure he gets his forehead to the mat, and then he can start to work front headlock situation there. But either way, what Garza's doing is correct. He's making Gilcher carry all of his weight.
That'll be the end of the first period here.
Just as the buzzer, Ceasar hit him with a little left-handed collar tie, and Gilcher looked at him. So 4 minutes to take care of that.
Take a look at some of the statistics from both these wrestlers. That last match with Lillard, didn't want to call it prematurely. Now we have confirmation it was considered a fall at the end. The shoulders did touch the mat. They now have a 20-3 advantage, the Hoosiers.
Garza with a beautiful shoulder roll over to his right side, got his hips out.
Picks up the escape.
Beautiful swing, single, comes up. What's he gonna do with it? Smart to pull him back to the center. He's doing everything right. He keeps it as tight to his armpit as he can. Now he's gonna come by with that left hand, sweep the head of Gilcher.
Picks up the 3.
Just that sequence right there you can show over and over to young wrestlers and say, this is how you do everything correctly. From the setup, to the shot, look at this, to the finish. He doesn't get this one. Circles back in just enough. And then finds that far ankle. Great job by Ceasar Garza, continuing to use all the mat to pick up that takedown.
You have to take note of just the calmness of Garza as well, the tranquility. Was able to bring Gilcher to the center of that mat by holding on to the leg, and he took his time, was patient the entire time.
Another swing single. And let's see if he's just so impressed with the growth in Ceasar Garza in the last few weeks alone. We've seen a different guy. I think the confidence that he's building could be dangerous come March.
For Garza, the last match that he faced off and was against Buffalo. He got the winning takedown with just over a minute remaining. He's been fighting to stay in the moment, not think too far ahead. Just over 12 seconds remaining in the second period. Riding time not a factor on either side, sitting at 1 second overall. Second period comes to a close in favor of the Spartan Ceasar Garza. If he can keep this up, this would be an upset. Gilcher ranked in the top 30. This would be big for Garza. Gilcher will start on the bottom.
Garza has that claw right on the left side. Gilcher posts up with his left hand and now circles out.
Gets the escape, making it 4-2 advantage Garza.
Oh, Garza's getting caught underneath.
Coach Roger Chandler for the Spartans. Not the man on screen right there, but he is saying from the corner, be tough. Urging on Ceasar Garza.
Wonder how long they're going to allow Ceasar Garza to back up before hit him with stalling. I sense it's coming pretty soon. Give Gilcher one or two more shots as Garza now saves himself. He has to build up, starting with the knees first. One knee at a time. You see the left leg come up first as Gilcher working to get to the corner.
.1 seconds remaining in this bout. Can Ceasar Garza hold on, or can Derek Gilcher find a way?
Now keep in mind, Garza has not been hit for stalling. So for him, he's doing the right thing here. Beautiful. Does a good job of circling, and now Ceasar Garza has Derek Gilcher right where he wants him. Has to go underhook on that right side and continue to arch his back as Ceasar
gives up the takedown with just 12 seconds remaining. Worst case scenario for Ceasar Garza.
It was a duck under. It just relaxed a little bit.
They're going to be taking a look at something here.
The challenge was, Coach Roger Chandler verbatim said, we're challenging the takedown reaction time. Was exactly what he said. Short, sweet, concise.
Now they'll take a look. Eric, for those at home, can you explain a little bit of what the reaction time means in this sense?
That's the question, and it's open to interpretation. It's subjective, so how many seconds do you give once a wrestler gets their points down? So let's see. I can see it to my left. This is as close as it gets. Because it was a duck, Garza touched, came up, went to a whizzer, so it's one of those things where 50-50. I guess they're going to look at it as 51-49.
Call will stand. Takedown is confirmed.
But in addition to that, you also lose the challenge, Brooke, for the remainder of the duel.
See if that comes back in the final 3.
(5-4). Garza needs 1. He's going to go shoulder roll.
2 seconds remain. Cannot beat the buzzer. And Derek Gilcher coming in for a takedown in the final 10 seconds of this bout. Winner by decision, adding 3 more points on for the Hoosiers, making the lead 23.